first of all, welcome to the channel and thank you for stopping by. I am on Lemon, my 2020 KTM 790 adventure. It's been a month and a half or so since I got Lemon back from the dealer, where they adjusted my valves, put in new cams, and basically buttoned the bike back up and said, good luck. And so far I have to say my luck has been good. The bike feels fantastic and amazing. Honestly, I don't think that I really noticed any performance degradation. The cams weren't particularly loud, so I was much more fortunate than some people who have had cam issues on these bikes, and I am hoping that that remains true. However, since it's been a couple of weeks, I've gotten a little bit of riding in, and I thought it was time to let you know how Lemon is doing overall. I now have brand new cams, set valves. Oh yeah, they threw in a brand new oil change, which on this bike is about $125 in materials alone. So I really can't complain about the service provided by Edelman's, and I can't complain about the amount covered by the nice folks at KTM. I really, truly appreciate it, because let's be honest, there are stories out there of guys who have unfortunately had to pay for their own cams. Maybe I should have gone into first to pull away from there. So, all things considered, while I have lost a significant amount of time of the bike being in the shop, I haven't lost any money on the bike yet. We'll see if that continues. I'm really hoping it does. So now an update on selling the bike. When I got Lemon back, I went ahead, and the day I got home with it, I came from the dealer, rode it in the rain home, took pictures of it soaking wet in the rain, and put them right on Facebook, and I said, the bike is back from the dealer, the valves are done, it's a brand new oil change and brand new cams. If you buy this bike, you will not have to worry about it. And I put it up for $7,500, expecting to get a offer probably $6,500. It seems to be in my area that people offer between $500 and $1,000 below asking. And so I'm here, fingers crossed. I'm like, if I can get out of this bike for $7,000, I will jump up and down happy. And if I can get out of it for $6,500, you know, I won't shed a tear over it, just to have the peace of mind of the bike being gone. However, I have gotten, I want to say about 6 or 7 people contacting me to basically say, oh man, that's a great deal. If I hadn't read so much about the cams. And I was starting to wonder why I was getting messages from guys basically saying the same thing. Hey, that's a nice bike. Hey, that's a farkled out bike. Hey, that's a low mileage bike. But wow, I know too much about the cams. And then one day I was looking at motorcycles myself, something I do all the time, and I noticed that right below the ad for the Harley Davidson I was looking at, no, I'm not buying one, I just think they're cool. Very nice looking bikes, the 80s and 90s. I noticed that there are suggested Facebook groups below the ads, and I'm like, oh my God. Please don't tell me Facebook is sabotaging every poor guy trying to sell a 790. So I go to my ad, and sure enough, if you look at the ad for Lemon, Facebook is recommending, hey, check out these 3 Facebook groups based on this motorcycle. And what do you know? The first one is cam failures. I'm like, thanks a lot. I really appreciate this, Facebook. I mean, I'm not lying to anyone. The ad explicitly says right at the top, I just got back from the dealer. They put new cams in it. I'm not trying to convince someone that this is the mythical 790 with beautiful, perfect cams forever. I'm just saying it's got good cams in it today. Roll them dice, brother. So that was something I learned. Now that Facebook is trying to help people out with recommending groups for this bike you're considering to buy, unfortunately there's a Facebook group called Bad Cams. And that brings me to the lone person to make an offer on Lemon. So we've already covered a bunch of nice guys saying, hey, that's a nice bike, the mileage is great, it looks good. However, I just looked at the Facebook group, so dude, I'm out. And I appreciate all of those messages. I laughed at every one of them. Thank you. If I get more, I'll find those funny too. However, that again, let's circle right back to one guy. One guy made an offer on Lemon. Now keep in mind, the bike is up for $7,500. It has 15,000 miles. It has every farkle known to man. And it's just had the engine looked at by the dealer, meaning of all the bikes for sale out there, this one in my area has the newest cams. It has the most confidence engine out there. The offer was not $7,000. It was not $6,000. It was not even what I used to get, which was $5,000. I mean, I had, I believe, a dozen offers for $5,000 when we were rolling the dice and nobody even knew what the cams were. However, the one single offer this motorcycle has had, and I still haven't hit 16,000 miles, was $3,000. Oh, KTM, I am so angry with you. So right now, the market value on this motorcycle, what I can get for it today if I decided I needed to part ways or strongly desired to part ways with it, is $3,000. Oh man. So this is my forever bike. Good thing it's exciting to ride, because nobody is going to offer me any reasonable amount of money for the motorcycle. The good news is it remains to be an exciting bike. A lot of guys in the recent comments, especially on the Lemon video, have said, hey, at least you can ride it 15,000 miles and get more cams. And goodness, they're right. Hopefully I can get 15,000 miles out of every set of cams, which means every year and a half I will go ahead and put it in the shop for new cams. Oh. So, to wrap it up, this is Lemon, my 2020 forever bike. As long as it can be duct taped and glued back together when the cams go, I will own this amazingly fun to ride motorcycle. And despite it being unreliable, it is fun to ride when I ride it. So fingers are crossed. Wood substitutes are knocked on. We're just going to take our forever bike Lemon. We're going to forget about all the problems, and we're just going to enjoy the ride, because I enjoy every ride that this bike doesn't break down on. All right. I appreciate you sticking around for what is just essentially a laughing at my situation motovlog. I appreciate your time, and take care.